Oh, hiya, Gavin. Haven't seen you
Hey,
in
how you
ages.
doing?
I'm very well, thank you, sir. Yourself?
Um, I'm good. Good to see you. I think this is an opportunity for us to have a quick chat about the International Housing Summit that we've got coming up at the end of June, beginning of July. And certainly, I'm really excited about CIH and the Disruptive Innovators Network bringing together, I think, a program and some content that's not really been seen before in housing in the UK. And I think this is an opportunity for us to have a chat about it and to talk about some of the things that we're really keen to kind of showcase and to discuss. So, what for you? What sort of things are you really looking forward to across the course of the event?
Well, first of all, I think doing a global first, Gavin. I'm not aware that there's ever been a virtual international housing summit. So doing something for the first time
Yeah,
is great because we're going to learn stuff. For me, it's very much a leadership level event to do two things. First of all, to capture and learn from social housing leaders' response to the COVID crisis. So, what worked well, what innovations happened, what would they do differently, what are their observations, what have they as leaders changed or done differently about themselves. So it's organizational and individually. And then the second part is through CIH and sort of DIN facilitation is to basically then start to focus on, right, what comes next? So what can we learn from our colleagues internationally? And, what are the kind of issues we need to sort of be focusing on?
yeah. And part of the thinking here, I guess, is that at the height of a crisis is actually the point at which you need to be also thinking about where do we go next, not only in terms of what changes have we had to make in the spur of the moment which are working for us, and what stuff do we also now want to leave behind. But also, if we don't start actively planning for the world that we're about to move into, at a point at which we enter that world, we'll already be behind the game line, and we can't afford to be caught out like that. So now is the time to start thinking about what the future looks like, even while we're still dealing with the present.
Absolutely, Gavin. I mean, for me, this is the beginning of a conversation that actually could open up all sorts of new partnerships and new opportunities to collaborate. And, as I say, because none of this has been, we've never been in this position before, you've got a chance to sort of test and learn and say, well, actually, should we give this a go? Can we collaborate with you? And these don't necessarily need to be organizations close to our local boundaries. We could as you say, collaborate with some of the CIH connections in Hong Kong or South Africa or North Americas as well. So I do think this is a chance to widen our horizons.
Yeah, I agree. The
Yeah.
other thing that I've learned in this environment, Ian, is brevity is everything. And you and I have already talked about this at some length. And people are watching this video at home. I hope they will have at least picked up on the degree of enthusiasm we've both got for the event. But I'm also conscious of making sure that we leave them something to experience when they come to the event. So I think we should probably stop our conversation there, and we should say to people, this is going to be a great event. Please come along. But we do look forward to seeing everybody at the International Housing Summit, and it's been a great opportunity to work together between CIH and the Disruptive Innovators Network. And I'm really interested to see what comes out of the event and what we do next.
Thanks. It's great to work with you, Gavin. Thank you.
Cheers, Ian. Take care.